Hello, my name is Daniel Budslick, and this is my final project for EXP 4404 Psychology of Learning. My learner is my father John, and the skill he wants to learn over the next year is golf. The measurable goal we set is for him to score under 40 on a regulation 9-hole Sarasota par 3 course by May 16, 2026. To help him reach this goal, I'm applying motivation theory, evidence-based learning strategies, and a structured plan with clear milestones. To support his long-term motivation, I'm using self-determination theory by Dietschy and Ryan, 1985. SDT explains that people stay motivated when three psychological needs are supported: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Autonomy is supported by giving my father control over his practice. Each week, he chooses from 2 or 3 drills recommended by the golf pro. This increases engagement and ownership. Competency is supported by using measurable feedback. We'll use AI swing analysis software to track specific metrics such as swing plane deviation, club face angle, and contact consistency so he can actually see his improvement. Relatedness is supported by making this a family activity. My sister and I will play with him twice a month so he feels supported during the learning process. When any of these needs are unmet, his motivation tends to drop. When they're supporting, learning and persistence increase. So SDT gives me the foundation for designing his entire program. I'm also using strategies from Ambrose and colleagues' 2010 book, How Learning Works. Specifically 3 of them. The first strategy is that goal-directed practice and targeted feedback enhance learning. Golf improvement requires intentional practice, not random repetition. Each weekly session has a measurable and specific goal, and my father receives targeted feedback from both the Club Pro and AI technology. The second strategy is that how students organize knowledge actually influences how they learn and apply it. Golf involves many interconnected skills, so we organize practice into meaningful categories: full swing, short game, putting, and course management. When knowledge is better organized, my father understands when and why to apply each technique on the course. The third strategy is that students' motivation determines, directs, and sustains what they do to learn. My father's motivation comes from wanting to spend more quality time with my sister and I, and wanting to feel confident playing with his friends. Connecting learning to personal meaning significantly increases persistence. His action plan includes measurable milestones, leading directly to the final goal. Milestone 1 is by December 7th, 2025, he'll land 10 out of 15 shots inside a 20-yard circle from 50 yards. Milestone 2 is by January 11th, 2026, he'll hit 8 out of 10 pitch shots from 30 to 50 yards to within 15 feet of the hole. This develops his short game precision. The third will be by March 1st, 2026, he will play holes 1 through 3 using 1 ball and average 4.5 strokes or fewer per hole. This gets him ready for the real course. The next one will be by April 5th, 2026. He will play holes 4 through 6 and average 4.2 strokes or fewer while avoiding hazards on at least 2 holes. This focuses on control and decision making. Milestone 5 is by May 10th, 2026. He will play holes 7 through 9 and average 4 strokes while hitting at least 1 green in regulation. This demonstrates consistency needed to achieve the final goal. And all of these milestones build towards the goal of scoring under 40 on all 9 holes by May 16th. To support follow-through, I'm using implementation intentions based on research by Rogers and colleagues in 2015. For example, if it is Sunday at 8:45 a.m., then he will leave the house to arrive for the course by 9. At the course by 9. And if he slices 3 shots in a row, then he will immediately switch to the alignment stick drill, a drill designed specifically to fix that problem. These if-then plans significantly increase the chance of following through with intentions. Feedback will be structured and measurable. The golf pro will track club head speed, face angle, and impact quality. AI will measure swing plane deviation and consistency index. My sister and I will use a 1 to 10 rating scale to evaluate posture, grip, and stance during bi-monthly rounds. Throughout this project, I learned how motivation theory, learning strategies, and structured practice work together to support real skill development. Supporting autonomy, competence, and relatedness improves motivation. Organizing knowledge and using goal-directed practice improves performance. And measurable milestones make progress visible and achievable. And most importantly, I learned how to apply learning science to a real-world skill that strengthens my family connections as well. Thank you for watching.